Really our goal for treatment with interventions in the whole spectrum is to provide a customized treatment care package for patients.
When you look at the conditions we treat, they're common and they're prevalent. And I think we've been learning more and more about how prevalent they are over the last decade. A combination of technology and expertise now has brought to the forefront therapies and treatments that really make a difference.
The joy that this profession brings to me is the ability to alleviate patients' pain. It's very rewarding to have that interaction with the patient.
As travelers set out on the highways this holiday season, so does the Utah Highway Patrol. Because speeding is the #1 contributor to accidents in the state, troopers are looking for speeders or other traffic violators.
He was actually at 81 at one point, and we're only in a 65-mile-an-hour zone, so.
Ferguson says if you do happen to get stopped by the Highway Patrol or even stranded, to pull over far enough off the road as to not get hit by other traffic.
I've personally had several patrol cars hit just myself, and that's not counting dozens upon dozens of other ones that have been hit throughout the state, and that's with our emergency lights.
And he reminds travelers to yield to emergency vehicles or pull over to a slower lane when not passing other vehicles. While this driver was only given a warning, another trooper clocks another speeding driver. Ferguson decides to back him up on the stop. After finding open alcohol containers, the driver submits to a field sobriety test in which he later passed. Ferguson warns against drinking and driving.
I would prefer that you don't drink at all. I mean, to me, it's common sense. You know, go out and have a good time and then have somebody else drive your car. There's no reason to go out and have a good time and then ruin it by hurting yourself or hurting somebody innocent out there on the highway.
He's going to be receiving a citation today for the speeding, never obtaining a driver's license, and allowing open containers and having open containers in the car. I'm also impounding the car for no insurance.
Ferguson says distracted driving, like talking on your mobile cell phone, can also lead to accidents.
So it is legal to talk on the phone, but you cannot manipulate your phone as you're driving. That is against the law in the state of Utah. You will be cited for it. You will be pulled over and given a pretty hefty fine on that one.
Ferguson still says the most critical safety tip to remember is to wear your seatbelt. In St. George, Melissa Anderson, KCSG, St. George News.